I'm still walking around with that same pain on me. It's a fate that's worse than death. Trust me. It's the only way to get to the top.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 2 Ghost, and this one right here is titled. Basically, I'm going over the new exclusive clip, and this is the breakdown for it. So yeah, I know this clip was actually dropped a few days ago, and I was aware of it, but I just was a little tied up with other things that I was doing. And a couple of subscribers definitely asked me to, react to this clip. So here it is. I definitely liked it. Obviously it was very short, like most of them are typically are. But what synced with me the most is, of course, the dialogue of what Tariq was saying. So I'll be covering all of that and more. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into this video. Now, we started off with a clip that we already got from the first teaser trailer, right? It's what looks like Tariq to be shedding a tear, and someone laying down which looked like to be possibly a hospital. So maybe someone has been seriously hurt or on their dying deathbed, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's from a physical wound or whatever, or it could be maybe it's just some kind of, sickness or whatever the thing is. Someone is looking like they're probably on their deathbed. And Tariq, it's got to be someone that's pretty close to Tariq because he's crying about it. And of course, if it was just anyone, he wouldn't shed a tear for it. So the only one that we could, that in my opinion, that he would possibly be shedding a tear for is Diana, Yaz, Tasha, or Grandma Estelle. Those are the only ones. Or maybe Braden. But this is clearly not Braden, so we could just eliminate him from the equation. So that leaves Diana, Tasha, Yaz, and Grandma Estelle. I would love to say that this is not Yaz. I want to say there's a very, very low percent chance that it's her. So we can also eliminate Yaz. Now that would leave us with Diana, Tasha, and Grandma Estelle. In my opinion, I'm going to just go ahead and just, break the ice. I think it's Tasha. That's just my opinion. If you've been following my channel long enough, you know that I had predicted way before the trailer dropped, way before the season started, that I believe Tasha was going to be taken out this season. And you ask me, it's inevitable because with the way Tariq has been moving, you know what I'm saying, he has to learn some kind of way. And what else a better way of him to learn than to lose the person closest to him, right? Which gets me to the dialogue that he was also saying, right? He was saying, what is it? Every day, I've been living with that, living with it on my shoulder or something like that. And he said, that's a fate worse than death. Then followed by, it's the only way to get to the top. Now, I don't believe all of those words were behind each other. I believe he probably said, that's a fate worse than death. And then other words were exchanged. Then he said, it's the only way to get to the top. But they put it together to, to kind of manipulate the viewers to believe it's all in one sequence. But the question is, who is the person that he's referring, or who or what is he referring to when he's saying that's a fate worse than death? And he was saying he had to live with that. So if you ask me, it had to be a pretty traumatizing situation that happened to him that he has to live with every day because he made a particular decision that, is haunting him. So let's go ahead and take a look at the things that Tariq has gone through, right? You ask me, it's got to be between 3 different scenarios, possibly 4, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you the weakest one that I think is more than likely not the case, and that would be the death of Canaan. I mean, technically, he was heavily involved with the death of Canaan, but I just can't see him speaking to whoever it is that he's speaking to, and shed, well, I don't even know if this is the part where he's shedding a tear, but speaking to whoever he's speaking to and saying, that's a fate worse than death. I just can't believe he'll say that about the Canaan situation. I mean, for sure, he did care for Canaan, but not to the degree of these other 3 that I'm about to name. Now, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Possibly Ghost, right? Obviously, we were led to believe that he assassinated his father, James St. Patrick. So, could it be that it's haunting him that he killed his own father? And he's saying that's a fate worse than death. The demons that's constantly haunting him when he's alive. I mean, when he sleeps, haunting him wherever he goes. We've seen him have a couple of, times where he sees his father's death flash behind, flash upon his eyes, like when the sequence when, the scene where I think it was in season 2, where he did the hunting trip with Braden. He seen Professor Jabari's death with him, and he also saw Ghost death. You know what I'm saying? So, could it be Ghost? I'm going to go ahead and say, no, I don't believe it's him. Now, getting me to the last 2. These are the 2 hottest ones. Could it be his sister, Raina? Now, that one is very high % chance. Because she was his twin sister who was obviously totally innocent. She didn't deserve to die at all. But she was just trying to stand up for her brother. And she paid the ultimate price for it. So, could it be that he's saying that his sister's death keeps haunting him, and that's been a fate worse than death? Or the last one, which is, of course, you probably guessed it by now, his mother, Tasha. Could it be that this person right here laying in front of him is Tasha, and she's on her deathbed, and she later passed away? And maybe he's speaking to Diana or Braden or even Effie, whoever, you know what I'm saying? And he's telling them that that's a fate worse than death. I believe what he's referring to, and it could be a magnitude of all of the people I just named. And he's saying that the fate that's worse than death is that you have to live with the consequences of your actions, and you can't do a thing about it. You have to sit there and live. Getting me to what I think the ultimate thing that he is talking about, the only way to get to the top. But I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to save that for the very end. I'm going to go ahead and just go to the next one. So we get to the next image, and we see Diana and some mysterious woman. I seen a couple of people said that they believe that this is Blanca. And I'm going to go ahead and put it out there that I believe that this is not Blanca. I don't think Blanca is going to even make another appearance into this final season. I believe this is probably someone linked to Carter's task force that's pressing Diana on a certain situation, whether it's the death of Salim or something dealing with Tariq or something like that in their nature. You know what I'm saying? And I believe she's trying to get Diana to crack, and maybe she's using leverage, saying, because let's say that Carter finds out that Diana's pregnant, right? And he could be using it as leverage, saying that we know you would want to protect your unborn child. Give us Tariq or give us whoever, you know what I'm saying? And you can live a happy life with your child and no one will even, pursue you. Could this be what that is? But one thing for sure, even if it's not linked to Carter, I believe that this person here is indeed law enforcement. Next, we get into Effie. This is another one that we already got from the teaser trailer, except it's just a closer look at it. Someone is holding Effie at gunpoint, and many people believe that it is law enforcement, and more than likely, I'll say it probably is, but I'm just going to go ahead and address something. Some people saying that it can't be Tariq or it can't be Braden because of the way this individual is holding the gun. But that is absolutely not the truth, because Tariq and Braden has both held their guns like that before. Keep in mind, just in this same season, episode 1, when they was holding Junior at gunpoint, both Tariq and Braden was holding their guns just like that. So there you have it. But who I think it is more than likely is someone in law enforcement. Do I think this is the death of Effie? Absolutely not. She's going to have some kind of way that maybe cut a deal or whatever it is going to happen. But Effie is absolutely going to survive this. I can guarantee you. Next, you get Drew, and we all know that he makes it that he's going to end up going to jail. I already did a video about it. In my opinion, I think this is going to be something that was potentially staged by Carter to have him put into jail so that he can take out Roman, who is in there singing like a bird. So we see the door open on this mini clip, and probably someone is coming in, whether it's a CEO or a CO, or some kind of officer, or possibly a new cellmate. Is it possible that maybe Carter arranged that Roman was to be Drew's roommate, and he ended up completing his task by taking out Roman there? Or could we possibly maybe even see a situation where a Dre situation happened and Drew is killed right there in jail? Now, I think that one is probably unlikely, because in my opinion, I think Drew will survive and get out of jail. Then he's going to be killed. But you just never know. Next, we get to some ugly ass nigga who looks like an older version of what's that man's name? Tyrion from Game of Thrones. If this nigga was normal height, that would be him right now. But we see Braden pulls up on him with the gun, and we already seen from the teaser trailer that Tariq was accompanying him. So, with that being said, who is this lad name? I think it kind of look like, y'all can definitely correct me in the comments if you see something that's proven that it's not. But this kind of looks like he's in Ellie's room. Or am I tripping? But anyways, this ugly ass nigga also looks like, if you go to the season 1 of Ghost and episode 3, when Drew and Kane was doing their drops, picking up from their corner boys, it was this guy that was at a it looked like he was at a corner store or whatever it was. And, you know, Kane was beating him up because he didn't have their money. And Drew stopped him. The nigga only had $2. Could this be that ugly ass nigga with a beard? Now, I do have my theories of why he would be in L's room if this does, in fact, turn out to be L's room. But definitely let me know, do y'all think this is Ellie's room? Next, you got Effie and Kane. And it looks like Kane is wearing the same outfit that he was wearing when he was being shot at by Zion, right? And look like they're having a good conversation. Don't look like no bad blood is going on, you know, because you can see Effie with a bit of a smirk. So the question is this after both of them went through whatever the situation was that they went through, like, but after Effie had the gun pulled on her by whoever that was, and Kane has been shot at. Could they be maybe staging a plan on what it is they're going to do about the situation? I'm not exactly sure, but I do have a couple of theories of how I can see this playing out, but that will be another video. Next, we see Monet, Diana, and Tariq being held at gunpoint by none other than ugly-ass Detective Don Carter. And of course, this is another one that we already got from the trailer that we've seen, the second part. And but thanks to No Label the Label, shout out to No Label the Label, we're always bringing us the most exclusive content in the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like to follow his channel as far as the spoilers because I like to make my own predictions. But, you know, it's definitely when it comes to, you know, trying to get access to exclusive clips or whatever before an episode drop, he is your man. But thanks to him, at least I seen it, able to find out that Detective Carter had 2 guns. One for the hold and one for the load. You know what I'm saying? He had 2 guns. But anyways, we see that he has this first one on the trio here, but he also has another one in his right hand pointing at someone at the ground. The question is, who is the person that is on the ground? Now, I have my ideas of who I think it could possibly be, but maybe I'll make that a separate video. So we'll go ahead and go to the next one, which we get to Davis McLean. And honestly, I don't know what the heck is going on here. I would say this, it does look like it could potentially be in the same facility where Tariq was fighting Zion at, you know, taking out Zion, maybe. I don't know. I'm just looking at the background here. But honestly, I'm not going to even waste too much time with it. I don't know what the hell is going on here. But y'all can definitely give me y'all, you know, thoughts and theories and predictions on what y'all think could be going on here. But I'm going to skip past this because I don't know what's going on. Next, of course, we got your girl Noma. And we already seen from the trailer that she was definitely being accompanied by your boy Kane. And I honestly can't say too much of what's going on here either, but I will say this. I believe something troublesome is going on, and they're, you know, kind of trying to ease their mind on how they're going to deal with this particular situation. Whether the situation could be something in regards to Noma's organization, or maybe it's something regarding Anya. I would lean more towards it's probably something related to Anya. But like I said, judging by what I see here, can't really, you know, predict exactly what I believe is going on here. And then, of course, we got Tariq pointing down at someone, and we know, if you've been paying attention to what's going on, that this is none other than Marcus Zion Washington on the ground, getting ready to have his Christmas council on him by your boy Tariq. So it's not really too much to spend time on here. We know this is Tariq. We know this is Zion that's about to get ready to get taken out. The question is, why are they going at it? But I already did numerous of other videos on this. Next, the last scene and image we got, of course, we got Tariq with his back turned. He's turning around and is saying in red writing, like father, like son. Well, the question is, what part are they referring to with the like father, like son? Well, in my opinion, that's going back to the very first topic that I was talking about with the first image. I believe that, like I said in a previous video, Tariq is going to set some people up to go to jail. Like, is he going to be ratting? Maybe so. Because think about it. Ghost was a rat. I know a lot of folks kind of told me when I first said this that they don't think Tariq is going to go that angle. Ghost was a rat. So, Ghost was snitching. Now, did he ever snitch on anybody that he shouldn't be snitching on? Like Tommy, Tasha, anyone in his inner circle that's close to him? No. Well, you know what? He did it to Kanan, so can't even say that all the way. So, hey, that's what I think they're talking about. He's gonna end up doing some snitching and causing Kane. Maybe, I don't know for sure if I would say Kane's gonna go to jail, but absolutely Monet. I don't care what no one say. Monet is going, and perhaps even Drew will go and stay in jail for the rest of his life instead of dying. Maybe, but though Monet is going, and probably some other people as well. Maybe even Detective Carter will go to jail instead of dying. But anyways, I believe when he's saying, also linked into when he was saying that's a fate worse than death. Think about it. Maybe Tariq will make it so bad that he ends up taking out whoever is the closest to whoever it is his enemies are. Think about it. Let's say for Monet, Drew is taken out and she has to go to jail and live with it. And then for Kane, Noma's taken out and he goes to jail and has to live with it. You know what I'm saying? Or let's see who's another one. Even I don't know if he'll consider Effie as still one of his enemies or whatever. But they said Effie's mom could, it's gonna show up eventually this season. Maybe Effie's mom gets taken out and she gets arrested and she has to live with it. Think about it. All of Tariq's enemies could be sent to prison to think about the consequences of their own actions, and the people that they love the most, closest to them, dead. And they can't do nothing but sit in the cell for life and think about their actions. That would potentially be a fate worse than death. Y'all definitely let me know what y'all thinking, man. Because I'm just brainstorming on what is the things that could potentially happen to you that's worse than death. Because Tariq, like I said, I believe he's referring to him living with that on his shoulders, that his sister and potentially his mother and his father all taken out, and he can't do a thing about it, and he has to live with it. So think about a fate worse than death. Your loved ones being taken out and you have to live about it, and you can't even retaliate because you're in prison for life. Think about that, glad niggas. That'll be a messed up fate for them people. So, pretty much, that's all I got for y'all as far as this particular breakdown and this particular video. But like always, definitely let me know what y'all thinking. Do you think I got this right? Or, some of the things that you may think differently on, definitely let me know in the comments. But for now, like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.